Which one is the best? Well, we're going to answer that in this video. And it's time for part 2. Part 1 gave us the winning teams for round 1. And here they are. Now it's time for round 2 and the stakes are getting harder. Let's figure out if the remaining Splatfest can survive a second round. There will be one more part covering the semifinals and the finals. I actually made 2 more parts because one more part wasn't enough. Then you will be able to vote if you want to do Splatoon 1 Splatfest as a part 2 to this entire series. Let's get started. First is Salsa vs. Guac and Vampire vs. Werewolf. So this one is tricky because both are fine. I don't have anything wrong with both of them. They both have something in common and they are both good Splatfest. But I would pick Vampire vs. Werewolf because it was a holiday Splatfest and it happened for a reason. Now Money vs. Love and Sci-Fi vs. Fantasy. These are both good Splatfests, but I think Money vs. Love is better. I've been interested in philosophy for the past few years, and the poll in the description will feature some philosophical videos if that's what you guys want. Plug. But a heavy theme in a kids game is something that I appreciate. And plus, even though it's a heavy theme, it's still a theme that kids can enjoy. And that's why I love Money vs. Love more. And don't forget TMNT and baseball versus soccer. So I didn't care that much for baseball versus soccer, and I don't really like the colors. TMNT is loved for the tournament idea, which is understandable because it was super cool. And I didn't even play that Splatfest. So that's why I picked TMNT. Now Squid vs. Octo and Trick vs. Treat. Trick vs. Treat was a holiday Splatfest and a great Splatfest that changed the idea for the future Splatfest, and maybe even set the stage for the final fest. Squid vs. Octo was the first theme to compare in-game stuff and let you play as an Octolink for free. It was also an anniversary Splatfest and was being held in the game when it was at its prime and during the summer, and everyone had time to play it. But was it the best? This is a hard one, but I know Squid vs. Octo has a special place in all of our hearts, so I'm ejecting Trick vs. Treat. Shoot, Trick vs. Treat was not the imposter. And of course, Waffles vs. Pancakes and Family vs. Friends. I won my first 10x match in Waffles vs. Pancakes, but Family vs. Friends was great. It was 2 days long, and it decorated the square, and the Shifty Station was just immaculate. Therefore, Frosty Fest wins. Oh geez. This again? Time Travel versus Teleportation. And Final Fest! Holy Jesus, Final Fest! You can't compare anything to the Final Fest. Unless it's Final 2. That was a pretty good battle. But Time Travel versus Teleportation was cool, I guess. Come to think of it, Chaos versus Order was also pretty philosophical. But that is the second round. To whatever Splatfest is the best. Or the semi-semi-semi-finals. 3 semis. You heard that right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and before we leave, I need to talk to you guys about some things. Thank you guys for 150 subs. I appreciate every single one of you, and my life would never be the same without you. So, I guess you're special, I guess. Just kidding. At least I hope I get 150 by the time this gets out. I also really want you guys to vote in the poll in my description, because I have a lot of ideas, and I want to see what you guys like the best. Thank you guys for watching. You're amazing, and bye. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll. I ain't the Charmin tool. And of course, Waffles versus Pancakes and Family versus Friends. I won my first 10.